Hello everyone, and welcome to Conspiracy Theory 101, the place that gives you just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to controversial and debated topics of our time. I'm Jason, and you can find me at Conspiro101 on IG, TikTok, YouTube, and Rumble. Of course, YouTube and Rumble, that's where you can find the full-length videos there. In this video, what we're going to talk about is the idea that defunding the police is the way to go. Also, that the conspiracy theory that the Republicans are the ones that are behind the whole defund the police. The idea sounds all fun and nice. The idea is that if we defund the police, if we reallocate money from the police departments to social workers and health workers and things like that, everything will go swimmingly. That's where the trouble lies. We need to help the youth and help people around our communities with social workers and health workers. Yeah, it sounds great, but what if there's some guy who is wielding a samurai sword and he's going through Walmart slashing people, to bits? What's gonna happen? What do you do then? You don't call a social worker for that. Sure, health workers are gonna help, but that's after the fact that these people are getting all cut up. Police are needed. We need police to police the streets. Obviously, bad things are gonna happen. There are people out there who just have issues. Maybe they're upset because of something that happened at work. Maybe they're upset about something, about a relationship or something like that. And who knows? They might turn to some really dire extremes and cause some trouble. Who's gonna be there to help with this trouble? So furthermore, defunding the police, they say that this is a good thing because we can just police our own communities. Actually, that happened one time. That happened in I think it was last summer. A kid named Kyle Rittenhouse, he policed his own streets. There were protesters that were marching in his streets. They were causing problems. Heck, they were even causing violence, in his community. He went out there with a rifle and he shot a couple of these guys because they were causing problems, and I think they were shooting as well. So he tried to police his own community, but that didn't go very well because now he is being charged for murder. So you can't have it all the ways that you want. You can't say, yeah, let's get rid of the police, but at the same time we can police our own communities. But at the same time, I don't like that because you're carrying around a gun. You can't have it all. There needs to be some leeway involved with many of these issues. And I just want to show you something that I saw for the first time probably like a few months ago. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. So have a look at this meme here, and this meme says it all. Minneapolis, Minnesota was one of the dominant cities that wanted to defund the police. So have a look at this little timeline here. You can see just how successful it is to defund the police. First of all, of course, they're going to call to defund the police to establish a holistic public safety force. What happens next? Later on, the violence in Minneapolis surges as police officers leave the department. Then what happens next? Minneapolis City Council, they're alarmed. They're like, oh my God, how is this happening? By a surge in crime months after voting to defund the police. Hey, wow, shocker. What happens next with violent crime on the rise? Minneapolis City Council asks, where the heck are the police? We need the police. You idiots, you defunded them. Then what happens next? Minneapolis City Council members want a redo on defunding the police, and they want to allocate more funds into the police departments because of the surge in crime. Same thing happened in Los Angeles, man. So it's silly to think that if we get rid of the police that things are going to be all fun and dandy. Also, what I wanted to discuss is how the Biden administration and Democrats are starting to blame the Republicans for defunding the police. They're saying it was the Republicans' idea. The reason why I'm making this video today is only for one reason, because the White House correspondent, Jen Psaki, she came out yesterday and said, hey man, it's the GOP, it's the Republicans who are all for defunding the police. Here's a tweet from a staunch liberal who backs what Psaki says. She's saying that even the squad is more pro-police than Republicans are. Now, if you're unfamiliar with who the squad is, that's Representative Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, that's Ocasio, AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and Presley, the representatives. Those representatives, they're saying that they are more about funding the police than defunding. They're saying that it was all the Republicans. Lies. All you hear are lies from a lot of the liberal media because they know it's blowing up in their faces. So here's just a few of what the squad and more Democrats have been saying about defunding the police. Here it is in their own words. They said it themselves, that they support defunding the police. It wasn't the Republicans who were supporting it. It was them who were supporting it. And a couple days ago, Tim Young, he put out this good tweet that listed the cities who actually defunded their police. You can go down the list right here, and you have in New York City, Philadelphia, Austin, Salt Lake City, places like that. And which one of these cities are Republican-led? None of them. They're all Democrat-led. So who really wants to defund the police? Is it the Republicans? I don't think so, man. It's the Democrats. And again, the Democrats are just trying to shine a light that it's the Republicans who are doing it because it's basically blowing up in their faces. So the whole idea that defunding the police is a good idea. What do you think? Is it fact or people smoking crack like Hunter Biden? Let me know what you think. Catch you in the next video.